Okay, so you hear like the smell of the air after it rains. I mean, I know I do. It smells fresh and it smells clean. Well, what if there is a way for it to actually improve the smell of the air as well after it rains? Now, you all know how when it rains, it does clean the ozone air, which is why we get that clean, fresh smell. Well, Professor Matthew Johnson from Copenhagen, Denmark, from Copenhagen, Denmark, has actually found a way to produce a machine that can allow the air to smell fresher. He created this idea for the many smog-creating factories in Copenhagen. Because of these factories are near neighbors, a lot of them are having to shut down because of the smell put off by the smog. Well, the professor joined up with the company called Infuser as an investment group and created this air cleaning machine. Now, what it does is the smog or air particles go into the air and create these special particles when they interact with the ozone. Well, once they do this and it rains, all the smog and impurities hit the ground. The problem with this is that, as you all know, as the rain cycle, once all the impurities leave the air and hit the ground, they become a precipitant. Well, those precipitants then get evaporated back into the air and the ozone. Therefore, it never really leaves, which can actually in turn damage if there's not enough rain. As you can see by this chart, in March is the lowest amount of precipitant, which is recognized by the blue bars. But February, as represented by these gold dots, has the lowest amount of daily rainfall. If, in fact, there is not enough rain or there is a drought, it is not possible for the impurities to leave the air, therefore, in fact, can harm and damage the air and ozone, therefore not fixing the problem at all. Considering in February that it does not rain as much as it does, say, in July. This can create a problem because the impurities are still stuck in the air and they don't leave. Even after it rains, they just get sucked back up evaporated back up into the air. Therefore, they never actually leave. The professor is a atmospheric chemist at the University of Copenhagen. He is the researcher and inventor of this project. He first came out with the idea at the first International Education Forum on Environment and Energy Science, which was a conference held in Hawaii on December 14th through the 18th. He did not want to come out with this research in the beginning for fear that it would not work. And now that they have run the test and all of the results are in, it is now ready to be shown and publicly used. Later, he came to realize that he could conform it into a box and use it to clean indoor air for smaller businesses, creating a better environment for the workers as well. Thanks to this, Denmark and all across Europe, businesses are being able to stay open, and more workers are able to have jobs, and it leads a beautiful and clean Copenhagen. Thank you.